welcome to the channel. Today we're fishing lily pads, and the way we do it is this whole area out here is covered with lily pad stems. It's all about 2 foot deep, so we'll kind of just float through with a long rod. I like to use 11 foot, just my preference. Use what you want. But Dad's flinging fish by my head back there. But just on one rod, I got a little hand tied pink and green jig. I use 2. Most people don't use 2 rods. I put one in each hand. But this one, I got blue and green. Little Bobby Garland minnow. Most people don't like to use 2 rods, but I like to put one in each hand. Keep my drag loose to where I can just feed line out whenever I get one and swing it back to me. Basically, all you want to do is set your depth however you want. Put it in there, especially if you come across a clump of pad stems. It's usually where they're at. But you just kind of float through here, float through the stems, and try to pick them off. The crappie are spawning right now, so you catch a lot of the males, garden nests and whatnot. Got kind of, there's pad stems under the water too. You can't see them, but they're there. You get hung up on them. Oh, I had one hit there. Small fella. Just kind of floating real slow through here. Not even really jigging. Just kind of got my jigs in there water, about 1.5 foot deep. Just kind of moving real slow. You come across them. There's one right there. Little male. Come here. The way you tell a male is in the spring when they go to spawn, they get all this black. Some of them will get really dark, but the males will get black color on them, and the bellies ain't bulged out. That's one way to tell they're male. They get all this real dark black color on them. Turn out really pretty. That's a little male black crappie. A lot of people don't know this, but if you count the spines, see this one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 spines on his dorsal. That's one way to tell it's a black crappie. A white crappie also has, his pattern won't be all scattered like this. It'll have lines. His pattern will be lined. But that's one way to tell the difference in them. And then we'll see if we can get some more. On this lake, they encourage you to keep fish under 10 inches because it's overpopulated. You can actually look it up. They encourage it. And they're great table fare. Them little crispy fillets are delicious. Just like that. Can't see the pad stem, but it's there. Get off of it.
It's a good way to get your pole hung right there.
Yeah. Yeah, just pull up to it and jab it off there. Just don't do it too hard and break the tip of your pole.
Yep.
Then we're getting ready to come up on a big cluster of pad stems. There'll be some crappie in it.
You can see them just sticking up out of the water out there. There's also a bunch underneath the water that you can't see.
Get up here to them. You see them pads sticking up out of the water like that? Just drop it in that bottom. Especially if there's a cluster of them. Just around here a little bit. Right here, there's a big, nice cluster of pad stems right here. There's probably gonna be some fish in here. Maybe. They did have a storm just roll through too, so they might have them a little messed up for a little while. kind of fishing through here. Oh, right there. Stem's under the water right there. I like the 11-foot rod so I can get out away from the trolling motor some. I'm floating through here. Oh, I lost him. I had one there. Felt like a good one. Caught on pad stem. I couldn't see. There's a nice little cluster of pads right there, tight together. The other pads are starting to turn green a little bit. Hey, fishy, fishy. Got clusters on both sides of the boat. One reason I use 2 poles. I can fish 2 spots at once. Maybe a little unethical, but that's what I do. Alright, let's go. We ran out of the fish.
Yeah.
We gotta find them again.
Since we turned that corner and it's wind. Right. Someone walked up there a little bit.
Well, right back in there is where they are the thickest anyway, usually. I've caught some good ones out here. Out here, these pad stems. This next little cluster of them out here.
A lot of people ask what pole you need to do this, and
It don't matter.
brim, everything really don't matter. Just use what you like. Use what feels good to you.
User preference. There's an eagle chasing a
Yeah.
Or chasing a buzzard.
Oh,
Boat's full of ACC. Most people don't get to see that right there. Eagle chasing a buzzard off.
yeah. Oh, he's after him. Oh.
Here comes another eagle to help him.
Uh-oh.
Double team.
I gotta stay on him.
That's pretty cool.
2 eagles chasing him. Oh. Oh, yeah. That's something you don't see every day. Well, this eagle might get him a fish here. Oh, he's gonna land right over there. Hard to sit still on a floating boat.
I was not paying attention to fishing. I was watching the eagles.
That was pretty cool.
I'm about to catch one right here. Watch. That's a shad.
Yeah, but he's running from the crappie.
Might be. Oh, I'm stuck on a pad stem. Sometimes these dead ones, you can yank it through it. That. Alright, there's gonna be crappie right here. I got a good feeling about it.
I'll cut that out, make it short.
Yeah. There's gonna be crappie right here. Maybe.
Anyway, back to what I was saying, poles. You can get a cheap pole. I mean, we use this Mr. Crappie right here. It is a cheap combo that anybody can go buy at your local store. And we've caught just as many fish with it, but we really like these
ACC.
ACC crappie sticks.
I like them because they got more backbone. When I get in the brush or in these pad stems, hooker going, I got the backbone to pull him out of the brush. Now, we are not sponsored by any of these companies.
Yeah.
But
This is what we like to use.
Preference.
Yeah.
This is good.
What was
Cypress Creek crappie rod.
that? Cypress Creek crappie rod.
Same color 2.5 pound browns. Not a big one, 2 pound bass.
Oh, got a hit over there. Hit it again.
Better catch that fish.
I find them. Well, they make nests in these pad stems. And once you come across the nest,
Nothing past that.
catch a few.
Found another one, yeah.
It's like I had caught that one right, had that one hit right there. I bet you there's more right up here in front of it. Around here somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there he is. There's one. There we go. Ain't too bad. He wanted that jig down in his throat. There we go. Ain't too bad. Try to take Dad out. Hit him with a fish. Well, that's basically how we go about catching crappie in the pad stems. Once these stems get up green, you have to finagle through them a little differently. Pick your routes, because once the stems are green, your trolling motor don't want to cut through them too well. But
Do these get the big tops on them?
huh?
Do these get the big tops?
Oh yeah, this whole area it'll be covered. You won't be able to get a boat through here hardly.
You just have to
Till
fish
summer.
holes.
Huh?
You just have to fish holes.
Pretty much. But hope this helps somebody. That's how we go about catching crappie in the stems. Just kind of float through them like that. Hope you enjoy. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.